All right, we are back. Everything's cleaned up. We're fixing to install our harmonic balancer. Like I say in every episode, you don't have to do it my way, but this is the way that's always worked for me. Now, in the last episode, you've seen us put our sleeve on, and now it's on. And so, I like to take a little aniseed. And this stuff it's not expensive, but I am telling you, it is a little bit will go a long way with this stuff. Anyway, I just like to put a little on there because if you've ever had one of these get stuck, they are a real pain to unstick. As you can hear, we have a lot of wind today. And my buddy's supposed to be here working on the fort, but he hasn't got here yet. So I'm just moving along with my little episode. And so you put a little aniseed on there, and it's nice to put a little bit of oil little bit. You don't have to get stupid with it. Just a little oil. And you want to rub that right here. If you can see that. Rub it right along that new installment that you just did. And that'll let it slip into your seal up here without snagging or causing any troubles. Alright. So we get that. This is a key way. There's a key way in your balancer. You take that, ease it up there, find the key way. There it is. It'll kind of slide on a little bit. Now, I like to give mine a good old tap to just kind of get it started good. Now, you don't want to hammer on this thing too hard, because what will happen is as you're beating on it, you're also beating on the back side of your main bearing. So you want to be kind of gentle with this part. Once you get it there, you take your bolt. This is your harmonic balancer bolt. Put a little oil on it. And just kind of smear it on there good. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to give it a little lubricant. And try the bolt and see if it'll go into the crankshaft. Alright. We tapped it on far enough that we got it going into the crankshaft. Now, take your socket and your ratchet, just start easing that bugger on there. Should be fairly simple. Once I get a little ways in, I usually just use an impact. But depends on how you guys are new and don't know what to feel for, I'm going to show you how to do most of it. Now, some of y'all are going to have a balancer that is, I shined my shaft before we started, because sometimes the crank wants to turn while you're installing this. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not something that we worry about much. You should install this till it goes all the way back. Because if you don't, your belts won't line up and you'll be wondering what you did wrong. Oh, I think we're there. If we're not, we're really, really close to there. All right, just for fun, you can't overload it, so I'd say we're there. All right, while you're here, if you want to, and you got your ratchet, you can watch your #1 rocker arms. There you go, see? That one's coming up. That's probably your exhaust. I'm thinking, nope, that's your intake. So your intake valve's opening. Oh, got kind of tight. Don't want to overdo it. Okay. This is another way to cheat, I think. I might not be able to do it on this engine. Nope, this harmonic balancer is too big. Let me go grab the bolts and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I went and got some bolts. You can take these bolts, run them into your harmonic balancer. It's the same, you can probably use the same bolts that you use for the, that your fit your belt housings with, belt hubs. Same bolts. They are fine thread. Run them in quite a bit because you don't want to hurt nothing. Matter of fact, a lot of guys reach back here and feel if they've got movement on the back, if you've got them all the way poked out the back, that's the best you're going to get anyway. So it's good to do that. Kind of feel what you got going on. All right, we got that happening. Now let's see if I can turn it. Like I said, you don't got to be mean to it. Just give it a little spin. This engine is a little tight. All right, our intake's going down. We should be coming up on what they call power stroke. This is a 4-stroke engine. Power stroke is when it comes up and it fires in your spark plug. This will also not let me be 180 out when I put my distributor in later, and it will be a little later. But you bring this around. All right here I have a degree wheel, and it tells me, like right here's 16 degrees before top dead center, and it'll show all the way down to 8 degrees after top dead center. You want it at 10 degrees, you want this line at 10 degrees before top dead center. That's a good place to start. So right about there should be perfect. Now, we are going to paint this engine and make it pretty. So we're going to have to mask off some holes and stuff. Anyway, that will be the last thing before we put it on start stand. And that will conclude this section of fun with engines. Hey, y'all be safe out there.